It's Trog's hand. You know what, this wizard is likely to kill themselves if they go invisible, but dummies. But I don't know, I'm still having fun just going this speed even. Because again, it puts me into a specific state of mind that I'm not normally in. The one nice part, I guess, about going maces and flails is I will be able to tab my way through hydras. Because I imagine that that's a bit of an interesting sticking point. I guess if you have high enough AC, doesn't matter how many heads you're adding, as long as you're killing them fast enough. Don't send me to the abyss, please. Perfect. Didn't even check if she was using distortion, which she wasn't, but I always assume if I see Sonya, gotta be. And oh my gosh, sorry Peacock, I totally missed your message earlier in my frenzy here. But yeah, a mace gargoyle, because we don't have a lot of time left today, so it seems like we're just trying to speed through as quickly as we can, see how far I get. Real-time speedrunning is a different game, really, more preparation and much more intense. I can imagine, yeah. Yeah, if you want to be competitive whatsoever. It seems to start like that anyways, just holding tab and surrounded by null pack or the health warning messages to stop and heal. Yeah, that is absolutely wild. I'll have to even just watch a speedrun one of these days here. See what that craziness is like. Because no, I am under no illusions that I'm even close to a good position in that regard. And I'd obviously have to turn off my force mores. That's important. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Awad. Yeah, I'll have to check that out after stream today. Can be my my bedtime video. Oh, jeez. Oh no. I do have teleportation. Let's start there. Let's then go for, I guess fear could probably get us out of this situation. Yeah, let's go with fear. Maybe unnecessary. But that's all good. Managed to regain our speed. Do I feel like I could kill Gastronach? Probably not, right? Realistically. But with some friends... Okay, come on, Gastronach. I know you're a snail, but speed up, bud. Oh, actually, yeah, let's not pick that up now that I think about it for a second. No need. It's equal to our current helmet in terms of AC. Perfect. Now that's actually with all the talk of speedrun, that for me it would definitely have to be very much a more fun effort to almost simulate speedrun strats, because I do think that it would take a whole lot of practice, yeah, to get anywhere even close to competitive. Again, not being in the top 50 or whatever, but even to get in the top 100. I don't know how many speedrunners are there. I guess that's something. I don't know how competitive the speedrunning scene is for DCSS. I've been talking recently, a decent number of my viewers and friends that I've kind of started to make over Twitch. Guess I shouldn't be too presumptuous and call them my friends, because I don't know how they feel about me. I'm just very easily, or I'm very quick to label people as friends. But there are a lot of Hades speedrunners, I guess is what I was trying to say, in that group. Ooh, Reflection Amulet is good. Polymorph can go suck it. Amnesia, suck it. Perfect. Do I have more Identify? I have 2 more Identify. Enchant Armor, Brand Weapon. Don't mind if I do. And we get a Vorpal Demon Whip. That's not too bad. But yeah, it's just, that's entire dynamic is what has gotten me interested in the very least in the community aspect of it, because it is such a community thing, speedrunning, which is awesome. For such a highly competitive field, there does seem to be a whole lot of friendly competition rather than aggressive, which is exactly what I'm looking for in life. Very much up my alley at the very least. You even call bloodthirsty monsters your buddies? Indeed I do. No, you're all my buddies. The bloodthirsty monsters are my buddies. basically anyone who will have me, I'm happy to make some effort on my part. Even if just as easy, or especially if it's just as easy as using a slightly more friendly term. Okie dokie. Right, I'm doing the thing again where I tap tab instead of holding it down. Come on, Torinski, be fast. Think fast. Let's even use this scroll real quick here. I think I'd want to bind my mouse click to one of my keys that are near my fingers as well. I'd have to figure out a good ergonomic setup in order to fully take advantage of the speed. Okay, let's just rage up right away here. Might be a dumb decision, but hey, doesn't kill us, it does help us survive. By literal definition, of course. But hey, just because it sounds stupid doesn't mean it necessarily is. I mean, it probably is, but it might not be. Maybe, just maybe, if you don't think about it too hard. And not too bad. And so it continues. I guess it's harder. I'd have to get practice even at keeping my commentary more consistent in a speedrun stress environment if I ever wanted to do this for real. Because I do so value that, and I do want to put on a bit of as entertaining as production as I possibly can, which, you know, depending on the person, depending on the day, is varied, I'm sure. Need to beat 2803 to be in the top 100. Ooh. Jeez, okay. So that's not happening, but that's very cool. It is fairly competitive, then. Even if they're not all still active players, that's still a hefty sum, or a hefty barrier to overcome, I guess, to put it in a better way. Let's just rage. Do you rage for more fights than you otherwise might? Because I guess that speeds up every fight, right? Besides having to wait around for it to end. Ooh, that's an interesting trade-off there. Where does the calculus land on that, I wonder? A lot of the same names on the board. It's listed by game and not unique player. Okay. That definitely gives me hope of at least maybe one day, if I ever try this. Again, I'm not dedicating myself to speedrunning anytime soon. I kind of enjoy my more lackadaisical paced play myself. But if I ever wanted to try, could maybe get in the top 100 players, if not the top 100 runs. Because top 100 runs is a long ways off for me. And the other might be as well. Who knows, but power mode must be like half of that. Yeah. Does anyone speedrun sprints? Maybe I need to find a niche category. I'll have to check out the page on speedrun.com sometime myself. See if there's a very niche category that I can slot myself into and just try and get a top 100 run or something silly like that. That'd be fun. Can dedicate like one day to it. If not more, of course, if it goes well or is a lot of fun for chat. I don't know, how are people feeling about this so far? Is this less interesting than normal, more interesting than normal? Moving this quickly, which again is all relative, but for me, at the very least, quick for me. And there you can, not many submitted runs. Okay, yeah. Oh, I can't even get turned into stone, right? What am I doing? That actually makes me want to do gargoyles even more than I originally thought, because yeah, the resistances are nice. But not having to worry about petrify on Catoplebus. I guess you just hope that you luck out and get no Catoplebus encounters. That would make sense. Because at the end of the day, Deep Dwarf is still the fastest, I'm guessing. Hey, what I'm curious on there, and I obviously, anytime you can stop looking stuff up for me. I very much appreciate all the research you're doing on the back end here. That's absolutely awesome. But I'm curious, does it say at least if they, or what combos they're using to get the speedruns? Because I'm very curious if they're all deep dwarfs. Because that does seem to be the go-to, I believe, right? And especially with the strat that you were mentioning, where you can just hold down tab and then heal when necessary, works even better with the deep dwarfs healing ability. It is most popular and definitely currently the record. Okay, that makes sense to me, yeah. But is it, at all varied, or is it pretty one note? I guess multiple players, or the same player doing multiple runs, they might want to mix it up every once in a while. And the record for 15 runes is also, that makes sense. So I do think, it works well. You don't have to rely on RNG for healing pots in order to do like hold down tab and then at 25% health start healing like crazy. And does not really work for 0.27. That's another great point. Because, most of the runs version specific. I guess they're probably separate pages for each, hey? So that does change the dynamic of the run, at least. Read that right away. Keep exploring, even if we get sentineled, because we're a mad lad today. Oh, I guess, gargoyles, it's the resistances, it's the fly. I like gargoyles a lot, but at the same time, I'm very much not doubting the deep dwarf thing, because that is a consistent factor throughout all of my years of playing. I think deep dwarfs have pretty much always held the fastest run records like that. Potions of Berserk Rage, meh. If only those superseded the inability to rage. It doesn't look like versions are mentioned at all. Interesting. So that's something I might need to get from the mouth of the cow. What's that expression? Obviously you never look a gift horse in the mouth, but where do you get information from? Straight from the mouth of something or another. And makes sense, it'd be way too split up. It's already divided. Oh, it's divided by species. Ooh, fascinating. Okay. I like that. But at a certain point you end up with too many subdivisions, I guess. Especially if you have not just the full releases, but also some of the minor updates. Also, I've been in this for a while here. Let's maybe start training evocations. I'm going to take fighting and throwing off. Maces and flails is all in a good spot too. Put shields onto low priority even. Bring evocations up to 16. Sure, why the heck not? Let's bring in another friend here. In case I get put to sleep, they can keep our enemies busy. Sir, if you'd like to help out. 3-rune record was submitted 9 months ago. Oh, interesting. So that's actually fairly recent. I'm trying to think of which changes in recent versions I would attribute to huge swings. Because like Condenser Vein is honestly pretty incredible evocable. In fact, switching a lot of the evocables to experience-based probably just makes a lot of things more consistent. Changes that just made things more transparent don't help at all, because if you're speedrunning the game, you probably know the systems back and forwards pretty well. So immediately drop that. That is very cool. I'm learning so much already. Sentinel's Mark. Oh, that's a lot of attention. All right, so this is the vault. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see, 3% chance. So we can actually get a lot of friends in. Let's start that now. Oh, an Iron Troll. Okay. That's huge. Maybe I should just start talking like I know what I'm doing. That's world record pace. Getting an Iron Troll. Ermagerd. Calling another friend. Let's quaff a healing as well. Stay ahead of the game. And let's even, yeah, call in more friends now as things start to get out of control with this marked. Turns out, running straight into the end vault of layer 6 with a marked status, not the best strategy, but is it fast? That's the question. I at least haven't gone berserk or anything stupid like that, eh? And in fact, maybe I don't want to die here. We're doing pretty well on this, all things considered. In fact, I'd like to change directions. Betabuses can go suck it, of course, as always. But luckily, they can't even follow us up, the sons of guns. And to another stairway we go. Interesting, that would put it in version 0.25. Yeah, so when food still existed, hey? That fascinating. I guess you have a macro to, or an RC file change to auto-eat at low hunger levels, so that's not as much of an issue as it otherwise might be. Can I, okay, failed to use the ability. Let's try that one more time. Come on. Yeah. Oh, dang it, I'm manually clicking. That's not good. That's slow. Oh, I should be killing the death yak while I'm enraged. I don't want to be slowed and have that buddy chasing me. Then my ogre can hopefully help out with the rest of that. Oof. Oof, oof. Let's quaff. One more potion of heal wounds. Let's go upstairs. I can fight one death yak, right? Maybe not. Box of beasts. What else can I do to Ice Blast? Impossible to dodge. Ice Blast, impossible to dodge. And yeah, rules are interesting. Make sure people can't just automate half the game with macros, because macros cannot contain tab, and macros may not contain O. The only macro allowed with G is go, but not actual commands as to where you're going. Interesting. Or I guess not, go doesn't make sense actually. G-caret, I guess is the best way to say that. My brain filled that in as the first half of the go command. But that's very cool. And makes sense, because yeah, otherwise you would just automate a script, hey? You need some player decision, automate the whole thing, and then just run it thousands of times until you get a world record pace. Makes sense. Yes, I know I'm on fire. It's fine. I'm okay. Just chill, game. That's very fascinating. Thanks for, yeah, thanks again for looking this stuff up. It's absolutely fascinating stuff. Super interesting to me for sure. Zyme, get out of here. And no more than one action in a macro too. Never even consider setting a macro to change weapon. Oh, okay. Macros may only contain, single overall like output action. So AA berserks, ZA does a spell. But if you did something to wield a cast, then do a spell, or wield something, then cast a spell, then do unwield it, that's not allowed. Very cool. That makes sense. That's very much the rules of most like MMORPG macro stuff too, right? Or a lot of them at the very least, from what I understand. Where as long as it's one-to-one action things, then that makes sense. Versus, yeah, if you're doing more than that, then that's better than a human could possibly do or something like that. That's really cool. Yeah, super interesting. I agree, TBG. Okie dokie. Through lair in under an hour here, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's much faster than I am normally, to say the very least. And then, I guess, would I go orc or just to one of the... Just go like swamp or something. Let's go for one of the ruins, shall we? No, get out of here. That's not worth my time. One blink frog will take an eternity. I don't have resist to corrosion. It can fly over water. How a lot of the other resistances. Yeah. Should be just peachy. Pretty cool stuff, and you might make a macro to wield the staff and cast next caster run you have. I almost did it on a previous run with our octopode, because it was mentioned in chat to make a macro to wield a staff of earth, then cast statue form, then unwield it back to my active slot item. And didn't end up going through with it because we decided that the 3 AC bonus wasn't quite worth it. But that's definitely a very cool idea and something that I hadn't even considered before somebody brought it up or brought it to my attention. Nice, more heal wounds, need that. Oh, 2 of them even. Heck yeah, bud. Your randomness of a roguelike makes any world record interesting too. Equipment spawns make or break a run without speedrunning. At least they do for you. Yeah, definitely. And monster spawns too, right? Because again, if the speedrun strat is always to do an axe build, then what if you get just all hydras? On almost every floor you get a hydra. That's going to be super rough. And fights go on slightly longer as they continually grow more heads as you fight. It's cool stuff. What am I doing? I should switch out a bunch of these because I'm wearing bad jewelry now. I want, sure, more AC. That'll help me speed up a bit here. Switch that out for my dex. Then we can drop dex, drop that. Bada boom, bada bing. Now, I'm sure there are, yeah, a whole bunch of RNG factors. Because even in games that are less extreme in their generation, things like Hades, for example, even that has huge swing just based on like which bosses you fight, which and a bunch of little things like that. And that's why in that game there's actually a new category that just got made into an official one. It's like a mod that gives you all of the ideal RNG rolls, which I found really cool. I was recently talking to another streamer, Arcalina, about that while watching them play. And it was fascinating to hear about like what is considered the best in class roles for any given like dungeon area or boss to show up. And of course in that game like certain boons, which I guess is almost analogous to the item drops in this one. Let's drop those noise scrolls right away as we reflect all of the venom bolts from that fence rider back into them. That's fun. And it's weird because, yeah, if you can survive sentinel marks, I'm sure that even could come into play, where it's probably a lot faster to bring all the enemies to you in this game, right? In fact, it's probably not optimal in any sense of the word, but it would be really fun to try and do a speedrun with like a pure noise build and just try and rely on the fact that you're bringing all the enemies to you. Come on. Okay, there we go. Needed to get rid of this spectral baloney. There we go. Somehow we're still going in with that. Alarm trap going off. TBD, that certainly looks to be true. You're sure Arga and Gauntlets of War helped win quite a lot here. Jeez, yeah. It's definitely a dream setup. Especially if that would be great on a turn count speedrun too, right? Getting the incredible speed brand weapon. Okay. Don't know if that berserk was my smartest move here, but perfect. Just get the heck out of there. Oh my gosh, game. I don't care how injured I am. Just put me into the meat grinder. Put me in, coach. Yeah, that's super interesting. Huge swings, just in terms of what you pick up. And I'm sure it's not even always as intuitive as it might seem. Please don't grasp me again, you son of a gun. No, oh, sorry, game. That's my bad, I'm stupid. This one, yeah. I'm slowing down. Yes, I have decent throwing, so maybe. This is, oh my gosh. Is that an optimal move there to immediately throw a boomerang into empty space? It seems like it. Getting good javelin spawns would be good if you did go with a bit of a throwing route. Oh, I've never tried to use the quick quiver on a wand like that. Where is this gonna hit next? Guess it's going for my last target, right? Hello, friends. Okay, let's bring in a friend of our own. Let us also... Ooh, it's too late, right? I'm in the fire zone. No longer. Get wrecked. And another gosh darn ghost crab. Fun stuff. Still at decent piety here, so let's just bring in another brother. Oh, that's a mighted hydra. Ooh, that's not fun. At least they're just as squishy as they always have been. Come on, ogre. Dang it, ogre. I was trusting you. You know what, let's just make or break. Oh, except that, dang it, the whatchamacallit, the mangrove is the issue here, now that I think about it. Oh, especially, yeah, if you summon in those bad boys, that's not great for me with my rage issues. Here, I'm slowing down more than I have so far the entire run, as I work through my last little health. Oh my gosh, absolutely perfect. Calculated, of course. Let's keep her going. Yeah, sub 2 hour run is still completely out of grasp probably, hey? That is wild. Okay, who keeps miting you? Who did I... Oh, it's the shamans or something. Okay, it's good to know. Cutting it close, indeed. Or at least it would be if, of course, we didn't know exactly what we were doing here at every single move. I do the calculations of the evade chance, just rolling all the numbers. It's like a freaking Rolodex up there. I wish, but joking makes me feel better about it. So we just continue. So much positive energy on this run, how could we possibly lose it? That kind of optimism. Okay, just kill the crab. In fact, at all costs, kill the gosh darn ghost crab. This can't be how we die, okay. After the ridiculous scenario that we lived through. But onwards we go. Still doing okay, all things considered here. Am I back rather to having any identify? No, we do not. But we do have another enchant scroll. I'm gonna keep going with the demon whip the whole game, I think, if just for funsies. Oh, that was a bad rage. I actually didn't mean to do that. I was more so thinking in my head of doing a whatchamacallit, brother in arms. But hey. It is what it is, and let's see, we might die here. Hopefully that doesn't fail. Oh, that's no fun. You know what, fine, scroll of fear, then we call in the brother in arms. Don't go too far chasing that thing, please. I need you close to home. Quaff we only have 1 potion of haste, fantastic. Let's go 1 heal wounds, just to... I lied. Let's go Lig for fun. Yeah, sure. That gives us some nice health. What else can we do? We could do another Brother in Arms. Try and bring in some more damage here. Let's then just do a potion of curing, because I believe that we can make it by on just that. Perfect. Never doubt in my mind. Heal up. And so we continue. Back in the saddle. Go, go, go. Oh, geez. Okay. go to the stairs. Yeah, have a great rest of your morning, evening, night TBD. Thank you so much for hanging around with us today. I know we're going a little bit later than usual, so yeah, normally would have been all out of it by now, but thank you. Definitely had a whole lot of fun learning together. Lignification against Hydras always scares you. Yeah, no, I was very much going for either that gets us through or we die. Either way, all good in my books here. It's all about the speed. Who cares about chances of living? To a certain extent, obviously. I'm not going to fight that Hydra. Not in that condition, I should have said, of course. Oh, as we immediately put ourselves into worse conditions. At least we're flying. And let's just take one of you upstairs. Perfect. How heavy? Or how heavy? How hard do you hit? You know what? No. I should drink one health potion, right? Play it not completely stupid, just a little bit. You think Swamp's the hardest branch, right? I'm kind of lagging behind in terms of my strategy in that regard, just because I'm so used to back in the day, way back in the ancient times, when Swamp was by far the easiest branch. Ooh, grasping route, not routes, roots. Ouch. That hurts real bad. Well, let's see here. Heal, probably, I don't know why I healed. That was bad. Okay, here we go. This is probably the end of the line finally here. But no worries, we were just having some silly fun and put myself in a bad situation. I'm hoping for a blinking scroll. And I think that's the only thing that truly just gets me out of here, even though it's not even guaranteed because we're constricted. Oh no, indeed. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the heal wounds potion there. That was a bad call in my book there. But again, that's all good. Let's just not slow down too much and die there. Perfect. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Had a scroll of acquirement. We did have one scroll of blinking. You son of a gun. We had a 1 in 4 chance. Well, I'm gonna have to do that more often. If I ever have some like extra time after a run, or maybe if I want to warm up one of these days on my my usual DCSS streams, should just throw in 1 or 2 of these. Because if I can get it down to like, yeah, 2 hours, sub 2 hours, somewhere around there, that's not too bad as a quick little finish or start. It's ridiculous that that's quick for this game, but obviously I usually take like 8 hours to get through a run, depending on the character. I guess 4 is usually my like faster. I think my troll that died on Zot 5 died in like 4 and a bit hours, I think. But we had to slow down very much at one point in that run because we started to completely fall behind in terms of resistances. But yeah, if I just throw in the practice one every once in a while, that'd be kind of fun. As long as it's, again, not completely either boring to watch or just not what you come here for, I guess, because I totally respect that. If we're more here to have a slow, chill time. I know that so many people point out that chill is all right, or chill is how they would describe my streams. So I know that that's probably what a lot of people come here for. They want something, you know, a podcast in the background while they do their own crawling, which I totally respect. That's my ideal situation. If you just want to have me on in the background, that sounds awesome to me. But yeah, I guess definitely let me know if you enjoyed this, didn't enjoy this. I guess specifically, I'll probably just get more people telling me if they specifically didn't enjoy it. That's very important. But if it's kind of somewhere in the middle or above, I'd love to hear, but no pressure. No pressure anyway, I guess, regardless. 8 hours is pretty good. Your games last for days sometimes. Your current game is on 13 runes. You're probably trying to orb run through tombs. Ooh, nice. Go for that banner. That is one of the few banners that I recognize. Because way back in the day, I definitely watched Ultraviolent 4 do that banner in one of the previous tournaments. And that was a lot of fun to see for sure. That's one that I'm definitely not quite at myself yet, but would love to do it sometime because it seems like a whole lot of fun for sure. Get all sorts of Pan Lords on top of your Guardian mummies and whatnot. But awesome. that was super fun way to end the stream. It's too bad that we lost our Formicid, but honestly, even that was absolutely hilarious to me. That went so well. Just surviving for like 30 turns after being already to the point where I doomed that character to death. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, obviously, since I've said it 4 different times in the last 30 seconds, you may have guessed that I might have just had a whole lot of fun today. And I hope that you enjoyed watching as well, of course. If you did enjoy and you're not already, I'd definitely appreciate shooting me a follow this way if you want to be notified also whenever we go live, see when we're playing. There may or may not be more impromptu DCSS sessions like this. Might try and fit one more in the week at some point, depending on how schedule works. I do need to start working right away here as COVID kind of comes to a close and I can get back into working safely. But all things considered, I do, of course, need to focus on life and on this stuff. Regardless, Sunday streams not going anywhere. We'll keep trying to win with every species in the game. We're doing pretty well on our current troll run that we had to leave off with last Sunday, so I'm excited to get back to that in a couple days, try and make this one through to the end. Otherwise, yeah, there might be an impromptu stream thrown here or there if we can make it fit in nicely without getting in the way too much of real life stuff. Otherwise, it'll just be that Sunday or Wednesday when we're back to playing a few different games and just spending more time focusing just on talking with chat, even though today was honestly a fantastic day for chat talking. Really enjoyed a lot of the stuff that we covered throughout the stream here. I think this next Wednesday, I'm actually doing something a little bit different in that I'm going to be trying out the first chapter of Life is Strange. I got that game suggested to me by a couple people last Wednesday, and there seemed to be some interest in the crowd to watch me play through the first free chapter at the very least, and maybe more if we enjoy it. So that should be a whole lot of fun if you're interested in that. But if not, yeah, Sunday, we'll be right back in it with our troll. I'm feeling good about Egg Troll is our current one that's on a roll, to say the very least. And yeah, thank you everyone in chat today for all the fantastic support. I appreciated it a whole lot. And yeah, enjoyed the chats as well. The mixture of chat and gameplay, it was all super awesome. And yeah, stay safe and crawl on indeed, Bob and Alice. I definitely plan to. Same to all of you who do crawl, and those of you who don't necessarily and are just watching for fun. Stay safe and have a good one. Oh my gosh. Way more awkward than I intended that to be. My brain just couldn't keep up with my my attempts to keep it rolling there. But regardless of all that, you can, if you'd like to see our previous tournament runs, including our one that we actually managed to win, surprisingly enough, then definitely head over to our YouTube channel. You can catch up on all of that as it's being released over the next couple of weeks here. But despite all of that stuff, I definitely do hope that you're all having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you, and I hope to see you soon in the future.